Happy Monday morning. Just got to work, but not in my car, in a rental. Had a little problem with my car last Friday. Let's take a look. Yep, I was driving along Friday morning about 6:30 a.m. Everything was great until a deer ran out in front of me, and it really took a hit. We got the door a little bit. So hopefully the adjuster takes a look at this today. There's a possibility it might be totaled. Well, the adjuster came and went. Now I'm taking it over to the body shop, the collision center. It's going to be close. So after I hit the deer, I went about 100 feet and pulled into a parking lot, and this is what I saw. I couldn't believe how much damage there was to the front, and it went down the side. So there was a lot of loose stuff kind of hanging and a bunch of loose plastic, so I had to cut some of that out and just make sure I wasn't leaking any fluids and the tire wasn't rubbing. Just the pieces I pulled out of that cavity I threw in the back seat on the floor. There was probably a bunch more on the road that I didn't pick up. So when I got to work in daylight and took a look at it, I was just really surprised how crunched up the front of this was. Hood, grill, fender bent up real good, headlight obviously smashed, and who knows what else inside of that cavity. Then down the side of the car, even got the door a little bit. So this whole time I'm thinking this is repairable, but that was definitely not the thought of the adjuster and the people at the body shop. Well, this may be the last time I see my Sonata. It's a shame. Just got it inspected. Just bought the monthly car wash pass. Yeah, I'm at the body shop and I talked to the owner, and he said that 95% certain that this car is totaled. He's going to have to tear it down, but based on what he saw on the estimate and his experience, I need to start thinking about a new car. So I just wanted to do one last walk around. She's been good. 85,000 trouble-free miles. So from the time of the accident, it took 10 days until the car was declared a total loss. Initially, the adjuster came up with $7,500 in damage and said they always find more when they start tearing it down. In this picture, you can see, this was after they did the tear down. They took out both of the headlights. You can see some red X's in the cavity. One of them is on a support, one of them is on the horn, but what really made it over the top was there was a $1,700 front wiring harness which was damaged, and so that was it. That sent it up to something like $9,700 in damage, and I think once they hit 75% of the value of the car, that's it. And this being a high mileage car with 85,000, they weren't going to repair it. So I collected all my stuff, and that was it for my 17 Sonata. Well, this is it, boys and girls. Today is new car pickup day. It always seems to be raining when I get a car, but at least it's not raining right now. It's going to rain later. I can't tell you how many phone calls I've made over the last 2 weeks between body shop, insurance company, rental car, and then figuring out the new car. But the good part of this whole process is nobody was hurt. The deer didn't make it home, but no injuries here. Back home in the garage, just savoring this car in showroom condition, because a week from now, it's probably going to be white with salt and all the crud on the roadways. I got home, took off that hideous front license plate thing the dealer put on there. We don't need those in Pennsylvania. Pop the hood, and of course it is gleaming, pristine, you know, brand new. This won't last either. I was just under the hood of my 2017 changing the belts. So that was my dear Total the Car story. 2 weeks of joy. Now, back to making videos about the vehicle that I really like talking about. Come on, spring. Come on, baby.